When he shaves off his mustache, he's got a hairline fracture. He's got one of those, what do you call it? Cleft lip.
Yep.
Cleft palate.
Yep.
Hollywood places a lot of emphasis on beauty standards that are often unattainable, but there are some stars out there that you may be surprised to know actually walk around every day.
Okay, this ear right here, I had an operation on. You see how my head is not symmetrical?
With things about their physical appearance that you may never have noticed before.
This area from the knuckle to the tip of the finger is.
Join us as we have a look at 15 famous people with physical deformities you never noticed.
I had it rebuilt. I had injured it so many times playing football, American football. It's this one, yeah, but it's fine now. But it's like a gummy bear in there.
Number 1. Tom York, a vision of resilience. Radiohead frontman Tom York is not only known for his haunting vocals and unconventional music, but he's also a symbol of perseverance. As a child, he underwent multiple surgeries on his left eye, which was paralyzed due to a condition he was born with. Despite it all, he never allowed it to define him or deter his passion for music. Growing up, he had faced challenges due to the condition. He often wore a patch, which had made him a target for bullies. But instead of succumbing to self-pity, he channeled that experience into creativity. His unique perspective on life seeped into his music, giving birth to songs that resonated with millions who had felt different or misunderstood. York's life has not only been about overcoming a physical condition, but also about embracing it. He has refused to hide his eye in publicity photos, challenging conventional standards of beauty and perfection in the music industry. His defiant stance became a powerful statement. Imperfections are not inadequacies, they're facets of our individuality. Moreover, his disability contributed to his distinctive stage appearance. His movements, often perceived as erratic or unconventional, are in part due to his limited peripheral vision. This, combined with his emotive voice, created performances that were not only concerts, but experiences, raw and unfiltered. His story has been one of triumph, not despite his physical condition, but because of it. He's inspired many, proving that our limitations do not confine us. Instead, they can be the very catalyst for our greatest achievements. York's life sends a compelling message: embrace your uniqueness and allow it to be your strength. Number 2. Joaquin Phoenix, the subtle strength of imperfection. Joaquin Phoenix is a name that is synonymous with intense character portrayals and a fiercely private life. He possesses a feature that many may not notice upon first glance: a microform cleft lip. This mild form of cleft lip, often overlooked, has subtly shaped his remarkable career in the world of cinema. A microform cleft is a minor version of a cleft lip, a condition where the tissues of the lip do not completely join during prenatal development. In Phoenix's case, it resulted in a scar-like mark on his upper lip, and contrary to popular myth, this was not the result of a repaired cleft lip, but a birthmark that he had chosen not to conceal. This decision speaks volumes about his character, embracing his imperfections as part of his identity. Phoenix has refused to be typecast or shunned because of his physical appearance, instead turning it into his strength. His lip scar, rather than diminishing his roles, has added to the depth and authenticity of his performances, from the intense portrayal of Johnny Cash in Walk the Line to the hauntingly disturbed Joker. He has continually shown that true character depth comes from embracing one's imperfections. His career path is a powerful reminder that imperfections can be a source of strength. In an industry that's often criticized for its pursuit of physical perfection, Phoenix stands out as a beacon of authenticity. His success challenging societal norms of beauty and perfection, proving that talent and determination are never hindered by physical appearance. Number 3. Denzel Washington, behind a crooked finger. Denzel Washington is an esteemed actor whose name conjures images of strong and charismatic characters, but carries a subtle and intriguing physical trait: a crooked pinky finger.
I had injured it so many times playing football, American football. It's this one, yeah, but it's fine now.
Resulting from a childhood basketball injury, this distinct feature of one of Hollywood's most respected figures is often overlooked amidst his commanding on-screen presence. His pinky finger, bent at an unusual angle, is the result of a basketball game gone awry during his youth. It never healed correctly and left him with a permanent physical reminder. However, the minor deformity has never hindered his career, instead adding layers of authenticity to his already powerful performances. His journey through Hollywood's highs and lows has never seen his crooked finger as a drawback. It never became a topic of self-consciousness or an obstacle to his path in stardom. If anything, it serves as a metaphor for his approach to life and acting, embracing imperfections and moving forward. His approach to his physical quirk is reflective of his overall ethos. He's known for portraying characters with depth, complexity, and a touch of humanity, and his roles will often involve overcoming adversity, much like his personal narrative of embracing and owning his own imperfections. In a way, his crooked finger symbolizes the human experience, not always perfect, but unique and full of character. Denzel Washington's story is an inspiring reminder that our physical traits, however small or seemingly insignificant, are part of our story. They don't define us, but they contribute to the rich tapestry of our identity. Washington's crooked finger, far from being a flaw, is a subtle nod to the beauty of human imperfection. Number 4. Megan Fox, Unique Beauty. Megan Fox possesses a unique trait that is hidden in plain sight, a condition that results in clubbed thumbs. Far from the typical beauty standards of the film industry, her distinct physical feature is a reminder of the diverse forms that beauty can take. The condition is characterized by shorter digits due to abnormal bone development. In a world where celebrities are often scrutinized for their physical appearance, Fox's openness about her condition is refreshing.
Shorter this area from the knuckle to the tip of the finger is, especially the thumb.
She's never shied away from discussing or displaying her thumbs, challenging the narrow definitions of perfection that is often portrayed in the media. Her career, marked by roles that often emphasize physical beauty, stands in strong contrast to the typical portrayals of perfection. Her confidence in embracing her unique trait speaks volumes about her strength as a person and as a public figure, sending a powerful message about self-acceptance in an industry that often demands conformity to rigid beauty standards. Moreover, her approach to the condition has been a source of inspiration for many. By owning her physical difference with grace and confidence, she's become a role model for embracing one's natural self, and in doing so, redefines beauty as a spectrum, where uniqueness is not only accepted but also celebrated. Fox has worked hard to break the stereotypes. Her presence in the limelight with her condition is a subtle and yet powerful statement against the often unrealistic beauty norms, highlighting that beauty is truly in the uniqueness of the individual. Number 5. Stephen Colbert, Listening with the Heart. Stephen Colbert, the acclaimed television host and comedian, has a lesser-known aspect of his life that adds depth to his dynamic personality. He's deaf in his right ear. Born with a congenital ear deformity, his condition has been a part of his life since birth, yet it has in no way hindered his path to becoming one of television's most influential figures. His hearing impairment is the result of a condition that he was born with, which led to a surgery that ultimately caused the loss of hearing in one ear.
So I had an operation on this when I was a kid, and they sort of had to cut it open and lay it here to work on my ear 3 times.
This condition, however, has never been the subject of sorrow or limitation. Instead, he's approached it with characteristic humor and lightheartedness, incorporating it into his public persona. In an industry where communication is key, Colbert's ability not only to cope but also to excel with his impairment is noteworthy. His hearing impairment has perhaps even contributed to his unique style of comedy and interviewing. His approach to conversation, often deep and thoughtful, may well be partly attributed to his heightened focus and attention, a skill developed from navigating a world that was not designed for those with hearing impairments. His success demonstrates that physical limitations do not define one's capability or future. He embodies the spirit of overcoming challenge and turning them into strength. His story resonates with many who face their own hurdles, showing that obstacles can be stepping stones to even greater heights. Number 6. Daryl Hannah, A Touch of Courage. Daryl Hannah, known for her roles in iconic films like Splash and Blade Runner, carries a physical reminder of a childhood accident, a missing finger on her left hand. The accident that led to the loss of part of her finger happened when Hannah was just 3 years old. Despite the physical and emotional challenges that would follow, she pursued her passion for acting with unwavering determination. Hannah embraced her difference in a world that often shies away from it. Refusing to allow her missing finger to define her, she often used a prosthetic early on in her career. However, as she got more comfortable, she began to forgo it, displaying her hand as it is. This bold move challenged the traditional norms of beauty and perfection in the entertainment industry, making her a silent advocate for acceptance and diversity.
Miss Malin, I don't mean to upset you by saying that.
Her ability to navigate a highly visual industry, all while owning her own unique physical trait, spoke volumes about her character. Her presence in Hollywood has not only been about acting, but also about her role as a trailblazer who redefined beauty standards. By being true to herself, she's inspired countless others to embrace their own physical differences. Number 7. Andy Garcia, a story of early struggles. Andy Garcia was born with a unique condition, a conjoined twin attached to his shoulder. Although that twin, the size of a tennis ball, was surgically removed shortly after birth, the experience helped to shape his life and career in profound ways. His early struggles with this rare condition is a story of triumph. Born into a family that had just fled the political turmoils of Cuba, the surgical removal of his conjoined twin was his first encounter with adversity. The surgery had left him with a scar, a lifelong reminder of his early struggles and the resilience embedded in his family's history. Despite the unusual beginnings in life, he did not let it define his future. Instead, he channeled his experiences into a passion for storytelling, eventually leading him to a successful career in acting. His approach to his past and physical scars speak of acceptance and strength. In an industry where physical appearance is often scrutinized, he stands as a figure of perseverance. His success in Hollywood, achieved in spite of his early struggles, serves as an inspiration to many, highlighting the notion that our beginnings, no matter how challenging, do not dictate our potential or our path. The story of Andy Garcia, from a child with a conjoined twin to a celebrated actor, is a compelling tale of overcoming physical and personal challenges, underscoring the powerful human spirit and the ability to transcend physical limitations, serving as a reminder that our struggles are part of our history, but they do not have to be the entirety of it. Number 8. Jennifer Garner, uniquely stepping forward. Jennifer Garner is known for roles like Alias and 13 Going on 30, but possesses a unique physical trait that's often hidden from the camera's eye, a condition involving one of the bones in the foot being shorter than the others, resulting in a shorter toe. It's not only a physical condition, it's part of her identity that she has gracefully accepted. In an industry that often places a premium on physical appearance, Garner's nonchalant attitude towards her condition is both refreshing and inspiring. She has never allowed it to be a hindrance or a source of self-consciousness, but instead has focused on her craft and her roles. Her approach to her condition reflects her down-to-earth personality and her commitment to being genuine. She's often been spotted in public without trying to conceal her feat, sending a powerful message about body positivity and self-acceptance. Her openness about the challenges and often unrealistic beauty standards that are set by Hollywood prove that physical differences do not define talent or beauty. Number 9. Taye Diggs, extraordinary from birth. Taye Diggs is a versatile actor known for roles in Rent and Private Practice, but was born with an extraordinary physical feature, 12 fingers. Having extra digits on each hand, a condition known as polydactyly, Diggs's uniqueness was apparent from birth. Though the extra fingers were removed early in his life, his condition is a fascinating aspect of his biography, symbolizing uniqueness and the embrace of individuality. Polydactyly, while relatively common, is often seen as a deviation from the norm. His experience with the condition and its correction is a story not only of medical procedure, but of embracing one's unique beginnings. In a society that values conformity, Diggs stands out. This physicality has rarely been a part of his public narrative, but adds an intriguing layer to his personal story. His career in Hollywood has been marked with dynamic roles and charismatic performances, showing that physical differences at birth do not predetermine one's path or capability. He's never allowed his early physical uniqueness to overshadow his talents or career aspirations.
I hate you so much. Get out of my office.
His story is a reminder of the diverse tapestry of human biology and the myriad of ways in which people can be unique, and though he was born with an extra physical attribute, he became a well-respected actor in Hollywood. Number 10. Vince Vaughn, The Mark of an Accident.
Hey, nice clothes, gentlemen. I didn't know the Salvation Army was having a sale.
Vince Vaughn carries a physical reminder of a tumultuous event from his past, the loss of a tip on his right thumb in a car accident. Known for his roles in Wedding Crashers and The Breakup, his physical peculiarity is little known to his fans. The accident that led to losing part of his thumb occurred when he was 17 years old, a defining moment that had left him with a permanent physical alteration. However, rather than viewing it as a setback, he embraced this mark of his history with a sense of humor and nonchalance that he is well known for. In Hollywood, where physical appearances are often scrutinized, Vaughn's casual approach to his injury is both refreshing and inspiring. He often jokes about his thumb, using it as a tool to connect with his audience and bring a touch of humanity to his larger-than-life persona. His ability to laugh at himself and incorporate his experiences into his identity is a significant aspect of what makes him relatable and endearing to fans. Vaughn's life is a powerful narrative about the human capacity to adapt and find strength in adversity, showing that physical changes, whether by accident or nature, are not impediments, but rather parts of our unique stories that shape who we are. Number 11. Ashton Kutcher, Uncommon Bonds. Ashton Kutcher, a renowned actor and entrepreneur known for roles in That 70s Show and 2.5 Men, but beyond his on-screen charisma lies a unique physical trait, a condition where two of his toes are webbed together. This uncommon physical feature adds an intriguing layer to his multifaceted life. In his case, it's a subtle feature, often unnoticed by the public, but is also part of his biological uniqueness. His openness about the condition reflects his down-to-earth personality and his willingness to share personal aspects of his life with the public. He's occasionally used his condition as a point of humor in interviews, showcasing a light-hearted acceptance of his body's uniqueness. In an industry that often idealizes physical perfection, his attitude is a refreshing reminder that physical differences are normal and should be embraced. His success in Hollywood, coupled with his ventures, have illustrated physical traits do not limit one's abilities or achievements. His story is an inspiring reminder that our physical characteristics, no matter how uncommon they may be, do not define our potential, and his life emphasizes the importance of self-acceptance and the beauty of embracing one's own natural self in all of its uniqueness. Number 12. Karolina Kurkova, The Invisible Scar. Karolina Kurkova is a Czech model celebrated for her work with Victoria's Secret and appearances on numerous magazine covers, but she also has a physical characteristic that sets her apart: the absence of a belly button. This feature, the result of surgery in infancy, is often unnoticed, but is a unique aspect of her otherwise picture-perfect model physique. The absence of a belly button is due to an operation she underwent as an infant. In the fashion industry, where every physical detail is often scrutinized and glamorized, her condition could have been viewed as a drawback. Her life has been extraordinary, with her so-called imperfection barely impacting her successful career. Her story is one of embracing uniqueness in an industry that often demands conformity. Her ability to stand tall and confident, gracing runways and magazine covers, defies conventional beauty standards, proving that beauty is not about fitting into a mold, but about standing out. Moreover, her openness about her condition has brought attention to the diversity of human bodies, highlighting the fact that beauty comes in many forms. Her career success, despite her invisible scar, is an inspiring reminder that our physical traits do not define us, but add to our individual story. Number 13. Matthew Perry, A Gripping Tale. Matthew Perry was perhaps best known for his role as Chandler Bing in the iconic sitcom Friends, but many never knew part of his middle finger was missing. The loss of the part of his finger, through a minor physical alteration, was reflective of his resilience. Growing up and pursuing an acting career, he never allowed this physical trait to overshadow his talent or ambition. In a career that often put him into the spotlight, his approach to this aspect of his physicality would be one of nonchalance and acceptance. In Friends, Perry's character Chandler was known for his wit and humor, traits that Perry himself possessed while he was alive, and his ability to infuse humor into his personal and professional life, despite any physical or personal challenges, endeared him to audiences worldwide. His career, marked by both highs and lows, was well celebrated, and his minor physical difference was part of that story, a subtle reminder of the unpredictability of life and human capacity to adapt and thrive in the face of it. Matthew Perry's life is a reminder that our physical traits, no matter how small, are part of the larger complexities of our lives. Number 14. Elizabeth Taylor, The Beauty of Mutation. Elizabeth Taylor was a Hollywood icon whose beauty and talent captivated audiences around the world. She possessed a unique genetic mutation that had contributed to her extraordinary allure, a condition that gave her double eyelashes. This rare trait, far from being an impediment, only added to Taylor's legendary beauty, making her eyes one of her most mesmerizing features. In Taylor's case, the mutation manifested in a way that accentuated her already stunning eyes, giving them an unparalleled depth and intensity. The double eyelashes created a natural and lush frame around her eyes, contributing to her striking appearance on the screen. They became part of her signature look, setting her apart in an era of Hollywood glamour. This genetic quirk was not only a physical trait, but also a symbol of her unique beauty that defied conventional standards. In a time when Hollywood stars were often idolized for their perfections, Taylor's distinctiveness added a touch of the extraordinary to her persona. Beyond the physical beauty, she was known for compelling performances and a life marked by passion and strength, and her double eyelashes, subtle yet significant, were a metaphor for her life, rare, captivating, and unforgettable. They were a reminder that beauty is often found in the unique and unexpected traits that make us different. Number 15. Tilda Swinton, Embracing the Ethereal. Tilda Swinton stands out in Hollywood for her unique physicality and striking presence. Her distinct look, characterized by her pale skin, sharp cheekbones, and otherworldly demeanor, has made her a muse for avant-garde filmmakers and fashion designers alike. Her appearance has been an integral part of her mesmerizing performances and artistic persona.
The road to salvation begins tonight.
Her physical characteristics have often been described as alien-like, lending her an aura that is both intriguing and unattainable. This uniqueness has allowed her to play a wide range of characters, often blurring the lines of gender and traditional beauty standards. Her ability to transform and embody roles that are unconventional and challenging is partly attributed to her distinctive appearance, which defies easy categorization. In an industry often criticized for its narrow view on beauty, her fearless approach to her roles and appearance have made her a symbol of nonconformity and artistic integrity. Her career choices have often been eclectic and unconventional, reflecting her commitment to exploring diverse and complex characters, further enhancing her physical uniqueness. And moreover, her impact extends beyond the silver screen. She's become an icon in the fashion world, celebrated for her androgynous and avant-garde style. Her look challenges traditional notions of femininity and beauty, inspiring designers and fans to rethink what is aesthetically appealing and desirable.